What's up, y'all? Back at it again. Your good brother, J News, with another edition of J News Japan, talking about Night 8, respectively, for World Tag League and Best of Super Junior 27 action. Friday, December 4th, 2020. World Tag League action took place in Oita, Beppu Beacon Plaza. Let me make sure, Beppushi, Oita, Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, we had first match of the night, as per the usual, New Japan Dads, Satoshi Kojima, Tomoaki Hanma versus the Young Lions, Yota Tsuji and Gabriel Kidd. 7 minutes, 57 seconds of a fun match, I would say, between the Young Lions and the New Japan Dads here. The Young Lions got off their offense, and they were able to, I would say, take the lead for the first half of the match. But then the second half of the match was more for old man Koji. Hanma didn't do much work here, to say the least. But Kojima was still able to pull off and get his offense in against both Young Lions, finally hitting the Lariato on Yota Tsuji to get the win here. First match of World Tag League action. We had the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Dangerous Tekkers, Zack Sabre Jr. and Tai Chi, going up against the Bullet Club B Team and Bad Luck Fale and Chase Owens. 7 minutes, 32 seconds worth of a match that wasn't worth a piss, to be quite honest. The Dangerous Tekkers win this match over Chase and Bad Luck Fale. It looked like Chase and Bad Luck Fale reverted back to their ways when they begun the tournament, just flip-flopping and around and other bullshit, and not being in synergy. I think the dopest or the coolest part of the match was when when all four of them were in the ring at the same time. If I'm not mistaken, Zack Sabre Jr. was wrapped around Bad Luck Fale, and I also feel like Tai Chi was wrapped around Chase Owens, and they were, all four of them were in the ring wrapped around each other, and they were basically trying to, the opposite entangled teams were basically trying to knock off each other's opponents from one another and things of that nature. So that was kind of a fun spot during the match. But besides that, after the 7 minutes and 32 seconds, the Holy Zack Driver was the winning predicament in the match, as the 5 wins, 3 losses, and 10 points go to the Dangerous Tekkers. 2 points, 6 losses, 4 points to the Bullet Club B Team of Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale. Then we had the Bullet Club A Team, Evil and Yujiro Takahashi, going up against Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto of Chaos Faction fame. 13 minutes and 3 seconds. It was a very good back and forth match between these two teams. Only point in time where Dick Togo got involved during this match was when he helped to assist to take off one of the turnbuckle pads. Outside of that, he was neutralized by Goto and Yoshihashi. But it was a good match overall, solid for the time given. Anything that I can point out of any note in the match? Not necessarily. Everybody looked good. No one looked bad. Everyone actually got equal time in. No one carried the match in this specific match here, which was cool to see. But the team of Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi defeated the Bullet Club team. So that's 5 wins, 3 losses, 10 points for Goto and Hashi, and 3 wins, 5 losses, 6 points for the Bullet Club B Team of Evil and Yujiro Takahashi. We then went to a match that I didn't figure was going to be as good as it was. David Finlay and Juice Robinson went up against Chaos Faction members Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii here. After the win in night 7 that Finn Juice got, they were now on a steady roll. being that they were World Tag League champs in 2019. They're trying to repeat in 2020, and in my estimation, I think that the head-on collision that is going to be happening for the World Tag League Finals is going to be Finjuice versus God. That's just my opinion. Things can go or happen elsewise, depending as to how New Japan wants to book it. But it was a decent match. Good action overall. Good synergy and good tag team work from David Finlay and Juice Robinson, pulling off their tag team maneuvers. Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii with their basic offensive give and go. Toru Yano always mouthing off and starting the match, doing his turnbuckle stuff, and Tomohiro Ishii yet again reprising his role as the Chaos Tough Man, no selling a whole bunch of stuff. 11 minutes and 20 seconds. David Finlay actually won this match with an amateur wrestling maneuver, the Granby Roll, on Toru Yano to get to the 1-2-3 and move on in the World Tag League Tournament. 5 wins, 3 losses, 10 points for Finjuice. 5 wins, 3 losses, 10 points to Yano and Ishii. 5th match of the night, the Empire Boys, Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan, went up against the God. Ain't nobody really than Gorillas. Takaloa and Tama Tonga, 15 minutes and 53 seconds. This match to me, outside of the next match, beyond the shadow of a doubt, I think, or should I say, I feel proved to me that Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan can be a better team. Outside of that, God carried this match. They made these boys look good, and they made themselves look good. GOD's on a mission, as per the storyline in this tournament, but at the same time, they're still doing the function and the work as professionals to make sure guys come along and get along and don't get left behind during matches. 15 minutes, 53 seconds worth of a decent match. Like I said, Great O'Khan and Jeff Cobb still building that chemistry, looking even better in this particular match than their last match. With the result of this match being a loss to the Empire Boys, so 4 wins, 4 losses, 8 points, and the win, 5 wins, 3 losses, 10 points for the boys over at God, as Tama Tonga hit the gun stun on Great O'Khan after some chicanery and the kendo stick blow by Jado on the Great O'Khan. Last match of the night. I don't understand how things are booked or what the science behind some of the matches are at times. Toa Henare and Hiroshi Takahashi were mathematically eliminated from tournament contention, I believe 3 nights ago, or 3, World Tag League events ago. And to me, Toa Henare and Hiroshi Tanahashi have been a part of the 2 best World Tag League matches in the entire tournament. And they only got 1 win in the entire tournament. So I'm not too sure how this is supposed to play about, but this particular match was more of the story of Toa Henare making his claim and making his bid at Shingo Takagi in a future shot at the Never Open Weight Championship. Henare wanted to start the match against Shingo Takagi. Shingo Takagi brushed Henare off, didn't even pay attention to Henare for the first, I'd say, 3 or 4 minutes in the match. Hiroshi Tanahashi started the match against Sonata. Toru Henare didn't want any piece of Sonata because all he was concentrating on and focused on was Shingo Takagi. And this match went 19 minutes and 25 seconds long. Hiroshi Tanahashi was neutralized during the match. They did not go after his knee as a team. They just kept him outside of the ring and away from the corner. They completely dominated Toa Henare during the match, even though Toa Henare, as he's been doing the entire tournament, was able to turn on the offense, turn on the vigor, turn on the tenacity and the ferocity, and he gave the fight to both Sanada and Shingo Takagi when the time came, when Takagi finally got inside the ring. Toa Henare basically proved out to Shingo Takagi that he could hang, and after the bell rung and after the result was given, that the boys from Los Ingobernables de Japón, Sanada and Shingo Takagi got the win, 5 wins, 3 losses, 10 points. The loss to Henare and Tanahashi at 1 win, 7 losses, 2 points. When Shingo Takagi hit the last of the dragon on Toa Henare, after the bell rung, Shingo Takagi basically gave Toa Henare his props. Still treated him like a young boy, kicked him out of the ring and stuff like that or whatever, but gave him the good swift pat on the chest while he was looking up at the lights, and basically giving him his respect and letting him know, hey man, if you want a shot, I'll give you one. Ain't no problem to me. So we'll be seeing that match in the future, Henare versus Shingo Takagi, for that never open weight championship. So going in to where am I here? Night 9. The breakdown is as follows. So, World Tag League action. We have Finjuice, Yoshihashi and Goto, Ishii and Yano, Sanada and Takagi, Zack and Taichi, and the GOD, all tied at 10 points apiece. Then we have Okan and Cobb with 8 points, Evil and Yujiro with 6 points, Fale and Chase with 4, and to round out, like I just stated, Tanahashi and Henare with 2 points to end out the World Tag League. Next up, we've got action from the Best of Super Juniors tournament, Night 8, which took place Saturday, December 5th, 2020, in Kagoshima Sun Arena, Sendai. 1,803 fans in attendance. Looked like a packed house, to be quite honest. The show started off with the Best of Super Junior tournament match. Yuya Uemura, who has been mathematically eliminated from the tournaments, went one-on-one versus Sho. Man, quick. I'm gonna do this quick. I'm going through the list. I've watched all. Obviously, I always watch the show before I do my commentary and my reviews, and I'm just looking stuff over to see where I land on all of this. This was the best Super Junior show of the tournament, right? The best match of the tournament so far to me is still Robbie Eagles versus Hiromu Takahashi. That's where I want to leave it with that. But the best overall Best of Super Juniors tournament night was this night at Night 8. And I say this because of the way that it started. Finally, a match where Yuya Uemura lasted more than 10 to 12 minutes. It was a 15-minute and 1 second affair. Him and Sho. This battle of attrition to start off the show, to start off this Night 8 for the Best of Super Juniors tournament, was the right way to start off this night and get things rolling. No doubt, without question, Uemura did not win this match. He lost this match to Sho. 0 wins, 8 losses, 0 points for Uemura. 6 wins, 2 losses, 12 points for Sho. When Sho finally hit the shock arrow on Yuya Uemura. And yet again, one of those showings where Uemura really, really, really looked strong, thanks to Uemura's ability in the ring, and his ability to look like he's a contender in any match. And he had, yet again, another good dance partner in there with him. At one point, when Uemura did hit the double underhook over the head suplex, I said to myself, wait a minute, are they really gonna do this? But then it clicked in my head that usually when Yuya Uemura wins the match with that move, he bridges on his neck, and it was just more of a release suplex this time around. So he only got the 2 count out of this. Show looked amazing, man. Hard hitting, physical. Just, it wasn't like exacerbated strong style, but it was snug enough where you said to yourself, man, this was a hard fought victory for Show. And I feel like I've been saying this the entire tournament. I've been saying this for the last couple of main shows running, tournaments running, tours running. Hiromu is ready, man. This is a no-brainer. He doesn't need to go into anybody's freaking excursion. Give him a couple of weeks off to tweak and finalize some other offensive maneuvers. Go to the drawing board with some sort of creative. If he has to get back there with Gato and Rocky and whoever else is writing and booking for the show, give him some time off of TV and some time off of the streaming service and stuff like that, and come back in about a couple of weeks or in a month or so when Wrestle Kingdom airs, and let the kid go to town. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like enough is enough. He's been on every show in every tournament, starting, tag team, individual, young lion versus young lion. Obviously here in the Best of Super Juniors tournament, the kid's proved out, in my estimation, and he's looked so strong and so good and so well versed in all the styles. And I will continuously put him over because I've never seen, and I've been privy to the last 2 young lion classes, and dudes have, in my opinion, have never looked this strong with the way that Hiromu looks, the way that Yoda looks, and I've been watching Gabe for the last 4, 5, 6 years on the indie circuit in the UK, and now here in New Japan. A lot of the time you can tell a lot of these guys are green, and you just can't tell it with these guys, especially with the young crop, with the crop of the young lions now here in New Japan proper. And the same thing I would say about Clark Connors over in New Japan in the USA. Still got to see more out of Alex Coughlin. Obviously, Carl Fredericks has transitioned out of the young lion status, but dudes are ready. Dudes are really, really ready. Great match to start the night here between Sho and Yuya Uemura. Then we got another match. Doki. MVP Doki. I can dig it. It swings. He made contact. The ball went far. He didn't knock it out the park because obviously he didn't win the Best of Super Juniors. But Doki's really, really made his bones in this tournament. If I've never mentioned this before, I'll mention it now. I've watched professional wrestling as a whole, as a sport, as entertainment, professional wrestling, lucha libre, pancrase, since the early 90s. Different sorts of combat sports and stuff like that, or whatever the case is. I was first privy to professional wrestling via the scope of lucha libre, due to my great aunt, when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and my understanding of the tradition of the mask, and how if the mask was either ripped off or unlaced, was an automatic disqualification. Ever since I was a kid, it's been instilled in me to always, anytime I see it, no matter how old I get, it always pisses me off, because it's such a cheap way to get heat in a match when you understand the importance of the mask. And Doki started this match out real fast, tried to get the upper hand on Bushi. Bushi thwarted that, went into offensive mode right away. Should I say defensive mode right away, and then it got into the offense. And on top of everything else, Doki went after Bushi's mask within the first 2 to 3 minutes of this match, and I said to myself, "Oh fuck no! Well, why is he doing that?" There's no reason to go after the freaking mask. Like, that's not cool. That's not fair. That's just cheap heat. It's cheap heat. Rosenberg, cheap heat. And it always pisses me off. And like, this is a one-off thing to me. And thankfully, Bushi made a comeback during the match after the attempted rip off the mask and things of that nature. But Doki and Bushi, they went at it, man. And I honestly, this was a toss-up to me. I didn't know who was going to win. Now, this was during the match. As I've stated before, and I will continue to state, and it still rings true, anytime Bushi comes to the ring and his entrance is in full-fledged suited gear, he will lose the match. And that is what happened. When I saw Bushi's entrance, cool designer mask on top of his cool mask that he was wearing in the ring, he was fully suited. He was wearing his suit, and his pants and trousers and shit like that, and his button-up shirt. And I was like, "Fuck, Bushi's losing this match. This is crazy." And I didn't figure for Bushi to actually lose a match against Doki. But it went down that way. But it was a good match. It was high intensity between the two of them. The feel of the match was more of like a grudge match in a sense, because they were really going at it. 10 minutes, 59 seconds. Doki wins with the Jorge Rivera special on Bushi. And Doki ends up tournament 2 wins, 7 losses, 4 points. Bushi draws even, 4 wins, 4 losses, 8 points. Third match of the night. Man, I dig what some of the fans and other members of the True Heel Nation said about Doki, but El Desperado is the truest heel of all heels in this Best of Super Junior tournament. El Desperado versus Robbie Eagles, 14 minutes and 47 seconds of I want to say a match that El Desperado just went to work on Robbie Eagles' left leg, because he was trying to make him tap with the numero dos, the muffler submission. Robbie Eagles also targeted El Desperado's left knee as well for the Raw Mother special. To hit that off, El Desperado already came into the ring with a taped up left shoulder from his previous match with Taiji Ishimori, and then Robbie Eagles went to work on his left knee. El Desperado was barely able to get out of the ring after the match was over. The dude it looked like he was in a car crash. But Despy got the win here in this match, where these guys were just trying to outdo one another, and Desperado essentially got the upper hand. Attempts at ref bumps and things of that nature that necessarily never went through. They were just there to help build the story, because yet again Desperado was trying to find any way possible to beat Robbie Eagles. And Despy finally got enough of a chance in, and enough of a distraction to Marty Asami, where he was able to get a quick bit of offense onto Robbie Eagles, hit the pinche loco, and get the win here. 6 wins, 2 losses, 12 points for El Desperado. 3 wins, 5 losses, 6 points for Robbie Eagles, as he has also already been mathematically eliminated. This match was more to set up, this next match, should I say, was more to set up one of the Wrestle Kingdom matches here. So this is the special 6-man tag team match. My homeboys, Los Ingobernables de Japón, Sanada, Shingo Takagi, and the returning double champ, Tetsuya Naito, going up against the New Japan Dads, Tomoka, Toma, Oki, Hanma, Satoshi Kojima, and the returning Kota Ibushi. 14 minutes, 20 seconds. This was more to tell the story about Ibushi and Tetsuya Naito feeling each other out again, seeing where they were, what kind of shape that they're in now after basically a 3-week or a month layoff, which is well deserved, by the way. They were just testing each other's mettle and seeing where the ripples were going on that river that's going to be flowing into Wrestle Kingdom. Those gentlemen are ready. They're ready to go one-on-one versus each other on night one of Wrestle Kingdom on January 4th. My take is that Kota Ibushi will win and beat Tetsuya Naito on night one. And then the bigger play, the bigger match becomes Ibushi versus Jay White on night two. And I feel like Ibushi will beat Jay White to close that chapter in Ibushi's book. And finally cement him and mint him as one of the top stars in all of Japanese wrestling, let alone New Japan Pro Wrestling. And then they'll run off and start the year from there. Great fluid action from the gentleman from LIJ, as usual, as a team. No one beats LIJ on how fluid they move and well they move together. They basically picked apart Satoshi Kojima in this match, which was weird to see because Kojima has been so dominant throughout the entire tournament play, both Best of Super Juniors and World Tag League in the New Japan Dad matches against the Young Lions, but Kojima in there with the current day, present day mainstays, he couldn't cut it. He couldn't hang. And Hanma didn't really get much in at all. When Ibushi was in there, Ibushi was doing his thing and cleaning house and standing guard. But, the New Japan Dads are there to teach the Young Lions lessons. But with the current crop of the main guys on the roster, yeah, they ain't hanging. And they weren't. Los Ingobernables de Japón won this 6-man tag match. Sonata hit what they call the rounding body press, aka the moonsault, on Satoshi Kojima to get the win here. Then we got a match I didn't necessarily expect much from when I first saw it, but when I first saw it on the card, but then watching the match, Master Watto, Taiji Ishimori. Ishimori again in this match, his focus was to debilitate the left shoulder and arm of Master Watto as he did to Desperado in night 7. Ishimori caught the frustration during this match because he tried every single thing to defeat Master Watto, and Watto was always getting to the rope to break the submissions, kicking out of power moves issued by Ishimori, and Master Watto's offense looked crisp. Master Watto's offense was frequent. Master Watto's offense was laid in thick on Taiji Ishimori. In this tense, after 15 minutes and 34 seconds worth of a really good match, another great looking match for Master Watto here. Taiji Ishimori was finally able to hit the bloody cross on Master Watto and get the victory. 6 wins, 2 losses, 12 points for Ishimori. 4 wins, 4 losses, 8 points. Even for Master Watto. Main event of the night. Comedy extravaganza. Well put together match. Hiromu Takahashi of Los Ingobernables de Japón versus the veteran, the lone member of Taguchi's club, whatever you want to call him, or whatever, the player coach, Ryusuke Taguchi. 25 minutes and 30 seconds of this match. I thought that it was going to be a little bit over the top, but it wasn't. It was still, it didn't drag at all, which was a good thing about the match. The first bit of it was comedy. Then Hiromu got his offense in, and then Taguchi got a good semblance of offense in as well. Taguchi also ran his gimmick of his of dropping his pants again during this tournament for whatever reason. Still bits and pieces of comedy here and there. Ryusuke Taguchi also signaled, I believe, halfway through the match to hit the bummer yay. He completely missed it. He completely missed it for the immediate moment, and then he got back up because he didn't sell the miss. He got back up and then hit the bummer yay on Hiromu Takahashi. And honestly, at that point, when he hit the bummer yay, I said, "Oh shit, he might win this match." And Takahashi was able to kick out. Excellently put together match, excellently wrestled match when they did wrestle. Taguchi's such a veteran, still looks good. First time I've seen Taguchi do tope con hiro on the outside part of the ring in probably a couple of years, because I'm not recalling anything recently that comes to mind that I've seen him do that. So this match was pretty big for him to take that out, and then he tried to hit one of Hiromu's finishers, a time bomb, on Hiromu at the end of the match, but Hiromu was able to roll out of it and get a roll up on Taguchi, and that's how he got the win in this match. Hiromu did. Hiromu got the win off of a roll up on Taguchi. It was a surprise roll up. Hiromu gets the win, 6 wins, 2 losses, 12 points for Takahashi, 3 wins, 5 losses, 6 points for Taguchi, and a very well wrestled match, a very well put together comedic match, ins and outs throughout the match here. There was also a portion of the match sprinkled in where Taguchi got really serious and really tried to take out Takahashi's ankle, but to no avail, as I just mentioned before. So, Best of Super Junior update here. The leaderboard is as follows. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 members of this block with 12 points. We have Sho, we have Takahashi, El Desperado, and Taiji Ishimori, all tied with 12 points. No one on the leaderboard has 10 points. Master Watto has 8. Bushi has 8. So that's those two guys there. Then Taguchi has 6. Robbie Eagles has 6. They're mathematically eliminated. Uemura has 0, who's been mathematically eliminated. And Doki has 4, who's been mathematically eliminated. So we're going to go into night 9 to see who the top point getters for both the World Tag League and the Best of Super Juniors tournament are going to be. So let's get to going there. Here's the night 9 preview for you guys. To start off the night, we're going to have a one-on-one match between Robbie Eagles and Yuya Uemura. Both men are mathematically eliminated, so that doesn't draw any sort of clamor towards the final point count for this Best of Super Junior tournament there. Yet again, then it goes into World Tag League action. Bullet Club A team versus Bullet Club B team. Bad Luck Fale and Chase Owens versus Evil and Yujiro Takahashi. Both of those teams have been mathematically eliminated. Then we have Taguchi versus Doki. Both of those gentlemen were mathematically eliminated for the Best of Super Juniors tournament. And then we have Toa Hinare and Hiroshi Tanahashi, who have been mathematically eliminated, and GOD must win this match in order to move on to the finals from a point standpoint. Then we have Master Watto versus Hiromu Takahashi. Master Watto has been mathematically eliminated. Hiromu needs to win, and he also needs Desperado or Sho to lose for him to move on to the Best of Super Juniors finals. Then we have the boys from Los Ingobernables de Japón and the Empire boys, who are mathematically eliminated. So Los Ingobernables de Japón, Sanada and Shingo Takagi have to win this match in order to move on in the World Tag League versus Great Khan and Jeff Cobb. Then we have Sho versus Taiji Ishimori. The title line on this, if Sho wins this match, it puts him in the finals. Ishimori needs to win the match, and for either Hiromu or Desperado to lose their match to move on to the finals. And then we have Chaos members. Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano versus Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr., the Dangerous Tekkers, the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Both teams must win in order to move on. Whoever loses here is out and eliminated. Then we have Best of Super Junior 27. Bushi, who is mathematically eliminated, going up against El Desperado. A Desperado win puts Desperado in the finals. If he loses, Desperado needs Watto to win in order for him to get into the finals. But Bushi's out. And then we get the main event of the night for the tag team action, the World Tag League. Finjuice, Juice Robinson, and David Finlay going up against Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto of Chaos. Both teams must win. So whatever team here loses is out. Whatever team here wins goes on to the finals. So night 9, which I will review sometime tomorrow for you guys, is both Best of Super Juniors and World Tag League action. And then night 10 will be on December 11th, which will be Best of Super Juniors and a World Tag League finals action. And then December 12th will be the Super J Cup one night tournament, which I'll be covering as well. And I will also tie up the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks of New Japan Strong, Road to Detonation and Detonation. Thank you for watching, folks. As always, it's been quite the day for me with all this wrestling to catch up on. But I'm glad you're sticking with me. Thank you for watching. Always make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. This has been your good brother Jay News. Be good to one another. Stay safe out there. And keep doing your best, y'all. We still out here trying to make it. And this pandemic don't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. Much love, y'all. I'm about this. I'll see y'all on the flip. Peace.